Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Safety and first aid. Knowledge acquisition. In this chapter, we will study about ways in which accidents at home can be prevented, safe ways of carrying out various jobs at home and outside, safe ways of handling electrical gadgets. Explain to the people how they can be safe. Accidents happen suddenly and cause physical injury. They usually happen when we are careless. We must be careful at home, at school, in the playground and on the road. Most accidents can be avoided if we are careful. First aid. The term first aid implies to the first help given to an injured person before he is taken to a hospital. The first aid to be given for different burns or other accident is different. Let us learn about some more first aid. Safety on the road. Safety on the road is more important than ever before because of the rapid increase in the number of vehicles. Being careless on the road can lead to serious accidents. That is why safety on the road is very important. There are many signs that we see on the road that help in reducing the risk of accidents. They also help to regulate traffic. These signs are called traffic signs or road signs. Road signs use pictures and symbols. We must read and follow the road signs for our safety. 1. Watch the signals on the traffic light or the traffic policeman carefully and always follow them. 2. Always walk on the footpath or the left side on the road. 3. Always wear your seat belts in the car. 4. Always wear helmets while riding on a scooter or motorcycle. Safety for wounds and cuts. In case of cuts and wounds, germs can enter through them. It is very important to treat wounds immediately. Wash your hands before giving any kind of first aid to the injured person. If wound or cut is small, wash it with water and soap and dry it with cotton cloth. Then apply any antiseptic cream on it. For deep wounds or cuts, first try to stop the bleeding by pressing down over the wound or cut with a pad of clean cloth or cotton. Press it till the bleeding stops. Then cover the injured part with a bandage. A tourniquet can be used. This is a bandage tightly tied over the wound to stop bleeding. If bleeding does not stop, use a wide strip of clothes to wrap the wound and leave wound till doctor arrives. When bleeding stops, apply antiseptic cream and bandage over it. Safety for nose bleeding. In hot summer days, nose bleeding occurs quite frequently in children. To stop nose bleeding, we should follow some safety rules. Keep the patient lay down upright in a comfortable position. Press the nose with full pressure. Keep an ice pack or wet cloth on the nose and the head of the patient. Ask the patient to breathe through his mouth and not to blow his nose. If it is bleeding heavily, call the doctor immediately. Safety for sprains. When the tissues around a joint get torn, we call it a sprain. Sprain causes swelling and sometimes discoloration of the skin. They are very painful. Apply an ice pack or ice cube on the injured joint till the swelling subsides. Fractures. When a bone in the body breaks, it is called a fracture. The fractured bone causes a lot of pain. The affected area swells up. First aid for fracture. You cannot treat a fracture on your own. The only first aid you can give is to ensure that the fractured part is not moved. Take a magazine, a piece of cardboard or wood or a pillow. Tie it around injured part. This will act as a splint. It will prevent movement of the bone. Take the patient to a doctor. Safety for burns. Sometimes we may get burnt. It may be due to hot objects, boiling water, steam, firecrackers, chemicals and electric shocks. Minor burning. It can be treated at home by applying ice cubes or washing with very cold water so that the patient will get some relief from burning sensation. A paste of baking soda with water can also be applied on the burned surface to make the surface cool. An antiseptic cream should be applied on the burn. Severe burns. In severe burn, blisters are also formed. Blisters actually help the wound to heal faster. Do not prick or burst the blisters. Cover the burnt area with very soft, clean cloth or sterile gauze, if available, to protect that area from exposing it to germs and dust. Rush to the doctor at the earliest. Chemical burns. In case the burn is caused due to any chemical, remove any clothing from the affected area. Use plenty of water to wash off the chemical. Cover the affected area with a sterile cloth or gauze. If the case is serious, rush to a doctor. For firefighting, a fire can cause many damages. Sometimes fire destroys everything. Electrical fires must never be put out using water. Electricity travels quickly through water. If a person comes in contact with this water, he will get an electric shock which can be fatal. A fire caused by electricity is put off by using sand or mud or a fire extinguisher. Fire caused from a kerosene stove is always put off by using sand or a fire extinguisher. Water is not used to put off fires. In case of fire caused by petrol, do not throw water on it. Water will flame up the fire. Whenever clothes catch fire, whether yours or someone else's, roll him/her on the ground to control the flames quickly and pour water on him/her. If a fire blanket is handy, it may be used, but water is better. In case of a major fire, e.g. in a building, the nearest station should be informed. Firefighters normally put out fires with the help of a fire engine. Smaller fires can be put out using a special instrument called fire extinguisher. Precaution to be taken to avoid fire accidents. 1. Do not play with fire, electrical appliances, kerosene, petrol or matchsticks. 2. Electrical appliances and wiring should be checked regularly for faults or breaks in the plastic covering of the wires. 3. Kerosene or gas stove should not be put on the floor. 4. Nylon and synthetic clothes should not be worn while burning firecrackers or while cooking. This is because synthetic clothes catch fire easily. 5. In case of a gas leak, all doors and windows should be opened. One should not strike a matchstick or operate any electrical switches in case of a gas leak. This is because electrical switches generate sparks while switching on or off. Safety for animal bites. Animals' bites can cause diseases like rabies. The risk of rabies is high if bitten by stray animals. In case of an animal bite, wash the wound with soap and water. Apply an antiseptic cream on the wound and cover it with a clean bandage. Take the patient to the doctor immediately. Safety for snake bite. In case of a venomous snake bite, which is very painful, first aid is different. Tie a tight band just above the bite to stop the flow of poison through blood circulation. Take the victim to the doctor immediately. For bee and wasp stings, apply a paste of baking soda and antiseptic cream. Safety for poisoning. Do you know that certain things in your house may be poisonous? Things like medicines, insecticides, perfumes, paints, detergents, phenyl, naphthalene balls can be poisonous if swallowed. Poisoning can cause a person to feel dizzy, get bluish lips, chest pain, fever, or even headache. In case of poisoning, we should place the victim in a comfortable place and avoid crowding around him/her. We should check if he/she is breathing properly. A doctor should be informed immediately. Continuous review. Accidents can take place anywhere and at any time. The first aid to be given for different burns or other accidents is different. Being careless on the road can lead to serious accident. We should always walk on the footpath on the left side on the road. We should wash our hands before giving any kind of first aid to the injured person. When the tissues around a joint get torn, we call it a sprain. A break or crack in a bone is called a fracture. Minor burns can be treated at home by applying ice cubes or washing with very cold water. Animal bites can cause a deadly disease called rabies.
Like, share and subscribe.